When his parents divorced, his mother had to work cleaning bathrooms in a shopping mall to support her 6 children. Luisito, at only 9 years old, cared for his grandfather in a parking lot in exchange for a couple of coins that for him were worth gold. He collected cards, used cell phones, and sold them to a collector. He ran errands, searched as best he could, all for one simple reason, that at home, no one would go to bed hungry. And so, he grew up caring for cars. Up to the age of 15, running for coins while other children ran after their dreams. But there, in that same mirror, he met the love of his life, Sofia Balbi, the daughter of a bank employee. Fate decided to separate them. Sofia went to live in Barcelona with her parents, looking for new opportunities. Luis, with only 16 years old, eyes full of tears and a couple of coins in his pockets, could not follow her. He returned to his routine of caring for cars, but nothing was the same anymore. He stopped training. He stopped believing. Without Sofia, football had lost its meaning. Until one afternoon, while checking his email in a cafe, a message appeared that brought him back to life. It was Sofia, telling him what Spain was like, how much she missed her country, and how much she missed him. Sofia encouraged him not to give up and to continue training. Luis made her a promise. "I'm going to be a great footballer, Sophie. I will go to Europe to see you again, marry you, and have children. I will earn so much that money will never be a problem." From that day on, every training session was for her. He regained his place in Nacional's youth team, debuted as a professional footballer, and at 19 years old was signed by Groningen. The first thing he did was travel to Barcelona to see her. When he saw her at the airport door, his heart felt like it would burst with happiness. They embraced like two souls who had endured the toughest test. Since then, Sofia has been his driving force behind more than 600 goals. That love made him the all-time leading scorer for the Uruguayan national team, 69 goals, the third highest scorer in Barcelona's history, 198 goals. That same love keeps him standing even when his legs want to give up. After Sofia motivated him to continue, Suarez made his professional debut on May 3, 2005 against Junior de Barranquilla in the Copa Libertadores with Nacional. He scored 12 goals in 35 games and won 3 titles. Europe took notice, and he was signed by Groningen for $1 million. But the road was not easy. In his early 20s, his level dropped. He was sent to play in the lower leagues, and the pressure consumed him. One day, the coach told him, "Either you play well, or you go back to Uruguay." Suarez knew that returning meant losing everything, his dream, his future, and Sofia. In the next match, he left everything on the pitch and scored 2 goals. That night, he didn't just save his career in Europe, he saved his love story. 1 year later, he signed for Ajax, went from unknown to captain, scored 6 goals in a single match, won the Dutch Cup and the Eredivisie. He scored 16 goals in 32 games, and Europe learned his name. In 2010 came his first World Cup. Uruguay reached the quarterfinals against Ghana. The match ended 1-1 after extra time. In the final minute, a shot was heading straight into the goal. It was a goal, until Suarez committed the unthinkable. With his hands on the line. Red card. Penalty. John hit the crossbar. Uruguay survived and won on penalties, 4-2. Copa America 2011 brought redemption. Suarez was named MVP twice before the final. Uruguay became champions. Suarez won the silver ball with 4 goals and 2 assists in 6 games. He was now a world-class star. On May 11, 2014, playing for Liverpool, Suarez suffered a ruptured meniscus. The diagnosis was devastating. He would miss the World Cup. Yet coach Oscar Tabárez included him anyway. Against England, Suarez returned and scored 2 goals. He ran to the sideline and hugged Walter Hernandez, the physiotherapist who had taken him from a wheelchair back to football, while interrupting his own cancer chemotherapy to be there. On June 26, 2014, FIFA announced his suspension for biting Giorgio Chiellini. 4 months without training, 9 international matches suspended, 2 years away from official competition. Days later, Barcelona signed him for €81 million. Many said it was doomed. They were wrong. Suarez became Barcelona's 3rd all-time top scorer, part of the legendary MSN trio, Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Together they won everything. Champions League, Club World Cup, European Super Cup, 4 La Liga titles, 4 Copa del Rey, 2 Spanish Super Cups. 13 titles. An eternal legacy. Nothing lasts forever. Neymar left. On September 23, 2020, Barcelona announced Suarez's departure. Atletico Madrid signed him for just €6 million. Finished? Not even close. He scored 21 goals and led Atletico to the league title after 6 years, even scoring against Barcelona without celebrating. Because grateful men do not forget. In 2022, after 17 years in Europe, Suarez returned home to Nacional. Barbed wire, an imperfect pitch, and another title. At 36, he arrived in Brazil and conquered the Brasileirão, scoring hat-tricks, winning trophies, and being voted best player of 2023. 32 goals, 18 assists, 54 games. Finally, a promise remained, to play again with his soul brother, Lionel Messi. On December 22, 2023, Inter Miami announced his signing. Many thought it would be a quiet ending. Instead, he kept scoring. 53 goals, 31 assists, 85 games. Luis Suarez has not yet announced his retirement, but as long as he is still on the pitch, we will continue enjoying his goals under the Miami sun, because the boy who once looked after cars has not yet said goodbye.